A-10 tournament quarterfinals. Number 1 St. Joe's putting its perfect record on the line against Xavier, winners of 10 of its last 11. Jameer Nelson, College Player of the Year, had problems. So did Delonte West, his running mate, 4-14 from the floor. Nelson, 1 for 8 from three-point range. Nelson had all kinds of problems. They combined for 11 for 35, but Romain Sato hits the jumper. St. Joe's is down 9. Sato is feeling it, hits the lay-in. He does it at both ends of the floor. The rejection on Dave Mallon. Another rejection by Sato. And then puts Xavier up by 22 at halftime. The largest deficit St. Joe's has faced this year was 9. Anthony Miles had 19 and 9 boards. Later in the second half, Xavier's up 29. Lionel Chalmers, he had 23. Xavier shot 71%. St. Joe's showing its frustration. Nelson misses the drive, heads down in pain, and then at the other end, gets in a couple people's faces. St. Joe's falls 87-67. Xavier makes NCAA history. The 20-point margin over St. Joe's is the largest margin of victory ever by an unranked team over a number 1 team in the nation. The previous mark, 19 points, last done by Villanova back in 1990 against Syracuse. Dick Vitale, is St. Joe's still a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament?
Well, St. Joe's getting beat today. I think there's some factors involved. Number 1, I think the deficit of margin can hurt them big time for a number 1 seed. Getting beat by 20 points, certainly not a good situation as you try to close in on a number 1 seed. When you think about the teams that are lurking in the background, you think about a Mississippi State, a Pittsburgh, and certainly Kentucky and Oklahoma State all have a shot if they do well in their postseason. Bottom line, though, to St. Joe's, they got to emotionally regroup after this loss. Hey, think about it right now. It is so wide open. A number 1 or number 2 will not matter. What will matter if they can regroup psychologically from this unbelievable beating?
Stanford after the first loss is, quote, the least ideal time. Stanford's Matt Lottich has made some big shots this season, including that one against Wazoo. Desperation 3 at the buzzer, got it to go, and kept the perfect season alive at least for 2 days. Back to reality. Lottich driving. Floater, got it. He had 7. Cardinal up 11-1 early. Less than 4 minutes to go in the first half. In his first game back from injury, it's Justin Davis doing work. Put back, he had 7. Stanford up by 11 at the half. Second half now. 8-point game. Josh Childress to the hoop, spinning, got it. 56% from the field shooting for Stanford. Childress hits the jumper there. He had 17. Stanford advances 68-47. Big East quarters. Virginia Tech, 6th-ranked Pittsburgh, the defending champs. Pittsburgh off the turnover. Brian Matthews and he be jamming. We're tied at 6. Matthews had 14. Later, transitioning one more time. Carl Krauser with the steal. He'll lay it in as well. Hit up 10-7. Krauser had 16. Late first half, hit up 3. Offensive board, Jaron Brown. Up and under. He got it. He had 20. On the run now. Krauser, alley-oop to Chris Taft. 34-24 game. Brown to Taft one more time for the dunk. 38-26, and then it's Brown, Mark McCarroll, dunk fest. Pittsburgh goes on to win it 74-61. They have won 6 of their last 7.
Boston College against the defending national champs. Syracuse up 7, and Jerry McNamara looking for more of the pull-up for 3. Late in the second half, BC's down 4 at the Garden, and Craig Smith. BC down 2. Smith 9 of 17 from the floor. Late in the second half, BC down 4. Smith again. A game-high 22. BC's down a deuce. BC down 3 when Jermaine Watson in transition. Free throw good. Tied at 51. Watson with 5 points. BC up 1. 20 seconds to play. Smith with his second free throw. He missed them both. 4 of 8 from the line in the game. Ensuing Syracuse possession, Hakeem Warwick. Off balance, missed it. Jim Boeheim can't believe there was no call. Warwick 4 of 13 from the floor, 12 points after Smith's 2 free throws were good. Syracuse a last chance, looking for a 3, and McNamara's shot goes off the iron. Syracuse goes off with a loss. As seen on ESPN, Ohio State, Indiana, both a game under 500. NIT aspirations. Ryan Tapak, he had 6. Second half, Hoosiers up 5. Tapak finds Mike Roberts. It's the bench contributing for the Hoosiers. Second half, tied at 58. Mark Johnson's feeling it. Hoosiers bench outscored the Buckeyes 28-5. Here's the coach.
Just playing Mark Johnson, Ryan Tapak, and Mike Roberts, to have 5 guys on the court that really understand what I want is a major plus for us. It's really my fault for not playing these guys a lot earlier.
Hoosiers win, and they'll hook up with Illinois on Friday. Purdue needing a win over Minnesota to keep its NCAA hopes alive. Minnesota up 5, Michael Bauer. The rebound, and then looking for Chris Humphreys. Minnesota up 7, Gophers up 5, and it's Humphreys again getting loose. Adam Boone with a steal, and the pass to Humphreys, and the former draft pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers cannot watch any longer. Coach Katie looking on. The Gophers up by 7. Gophers up 6 with Michael Bauer. The pull up for 3. The Gophers roughing up Purdue 63-52. Big Ten tourney action on ESPN2. It's Penn State Northwestern. That's Bill Carmody, former Princeton coach. He was the Big Ten Coach of the Year. Vedran Vukusic to Jitim Young. Northwestern down 4. Young then with a steal and goes the other way. Northwestern down a deuce. Tied at 22. Penn State. Pass deflected. Northwestern the fast break, and it's T.J. Parker to Young for the lay-in. Northwestern up 2. Less than a minute to go in the half. Penn State with the long pass hits someone on the scores table. Penn State with 20 turnovers at halftime.
Conference USA tourney in Cincy, Charlotte, UAB, both tourney locks. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first. Charlotte's Brendan Plavic, he can shoot it. Trey Bien there. 49ers up a deuce at halftime. Second half, UAB's Morris Finley goes Bob Lee on us outside the line. The 3 on the wing. Then one more time from the wing. He was 4 of 9 from out there. UAB up 41-37. Less than 4.5 left in the second. Plavic, one more time. He had 7 threes for his 21 points. 49ers down 66-60. Then it's the convergence of the three-point shooters. Finley over Plavic. 11 of 23 from the great beyond, and they win it. DePaul, another of the record 6 CUSA teams likely to dance. They had TCU. Sammy Mejia pick and roll with Andre Brown. Alley-oop, nicely done. Blue Demons up 42-29 at the break. Corey Santee on the break lays it in for the Horned Frogs. Sticking with it, trailing by 11. Then it's Drake Diener of the Wisconsin Deaners. Hits the 3. DePaul wins it 89-65. Blue Demons have won 10 of their last 11.
First half, Georgia's up 9. Rashad Wright misses the jumper. Chris Daniels with a miss, but Jonas Hayes will be there to put it home. UGA up 11 zip before Auburn got on the board. Late in the first, Georgia up by 12. Levi Stooks, he had a monster game from deep. 21-6, Georgia. Stooks again, he had 25 points. Most of the damage from three-point range. Georgia wins this one. Stay in the SEC. South Carolina needing a win over Arkansas to solidify its NCAA chances. Ronaldo Balkman, 22-7. South Carolina up by 20. Michael Boynton from three-point range. All South Carolina all the time, and let's check in with Boynton one more time. Boynton with 32. South Carolina wins it 91-81.
Opening round of the Big 12 tourney, Kansas State, Iowa State, or at least Curtis Stinson, Jared Holman, and Jake Sullivan. First, it's Stinton going to work, spinning lane in the foul. He had 24 points, 11 of 13 from the field. Jared Holman's turn now. Rebound, bump, bucket, got 14 points, 14 boards for him. Sullivan's turn now. Tough point guard, tough lay-in, 21 points for him. The 3 combined for 59 of the Cyclones' 78 points. And Iowa State moving on to the second round with a 14-point win. Mountain West, San Diego State, and Utah. It's Kerry Rupp, 6-3 since taking over for Rick Majerus on an interim basis. Nick Jacobson, wide open look from the top. Gets the 3, gets a chance for 4. He had 24, 7 of 11 from outside the line. Tim Frost, no good. Justin Hawkins, rebound, scored, and won with the free throw. Utah up 68-67. Chris Walton, Luke's son, chance. The bunny won't go. Luke can only sit and watch. Utah wins it 75.
Washington could see its bubble burst if it loses to UCLA. Second half, Will Conroy, 18 of his 20 points in the second half, and that dish to Bobby Jones, who made the free throw. Washington up 1, UCLA up 2. Bruins swept the Huskies during the regular season. Cedric Bozeman can't get that shot to go, but look at the replay. Jones taking the ball off the rim. That should be goaltending. It was not called. Game tied off the UCLA bad pass. Here comes Trey Simmons. And the foul, the free throw good, and Washington up a field goal. 30 seconds. Bruins is down a 5 spot. Brian Morrison made 5 threes, including that one. He had 23. It's a 2-point game, but too much dog power. Washington wins 13 of its last 15 games. We'll get the Arizona USC winner. Noah Emeka Okafor, no problem for the Huskies. Well, that may depend on how freshman Charlie Villanueva responds. There's Charlie, and the truth about Charlie is he's a player. Okafor's backup does not back down. Pair of blocks on that play. Also needing to step up in Okafor's absence, Josh Boone, and stepped up fine on that dish from Talik Brown. That's a top play nominee. Boone and Villanueva combined for 16 points, 14 boards, 4 blocks in the first half. Mike Bray's halftime speech must have been a good one. Chris Thomas, it's a 5-point game, and then the ensuing inbounds. Oh, Villanueva's foot was arrowed. You saw the arrow was not his friend. Foot out of bounds, turnover, and an ear chewing from Coach Calhoun. Notre Dame takes advantage. Rick Cornett, hook. 3-point game with 3 to play, but Connecticut's defense was too much. Leads the nation in field goal percentage D. Villanueva, another block, then Ben Gordon. Triples. He had 29. Connecticut wins 66-58, and Okafor may play in the semifinals.
Villanova, who needs to make a run through this tournament to have a shot at the big dance. Jason Frazier, 6 of 7 from the field, 17 points, 5 boards. Donnie McGrath, later in the half. From there yet, he had 6 points. One of just 6 three-pointers made for Providence. But here comes Villanova down 4. Randy Foye, 15 points, including 8 of 10 from the line. Villanova down 1. Foye again driving, one of 4 Wildcats in double figures. The Wildcats are up 1. Mike Nardi. Good view, 4 of 7. Villanova up 6, and then Ryan Gomes. Just 9 points for him. He was rejected by Frazier. Villanova keeps hopes alive. They will play UConn on Friday. To Louisville back in January. Can you spell revenge? Jason Maxiell can. 15 points, 5 boards. You need another look. This is ridiculous, and also a top 10 nominee. Just over a minute left. Taekwon Dean will force a 5-second violation on Armaine Kirkland. Bob Huggins very upset at this point with his team after this play. Would his team be fired up because Bob Huggins had a tantrum? Dean, shot, goaltended by Maxiell, counted, we're tied. Huggins, well, you know. Kirkland inside, 12.7 assists, Cincinnati up by 2. Last chance for Louisville. Dean, just 5 points for him, and no. Cincinnati does what it has to do. Louisville shot just 35% from the field.
Bearcats will have to bear the winner of St. Louis and Memphis. St. Louis guard Reggie Bryant, he's feeling it, and the Billikens out to a 23-12 lead over favored Memphis. Anthony Drea, Seton Hall prep. Billikens up 5. John Calipari says, can I get some defense? Isaac Ohanen says, no, you can't, coach. He had 14. St. Louis up 9 here, and Bryant, the finishing touches, and the number 2 seed, Memphis. Gonzo, 72-61. Billikens.
Win, Pac-10 quarters. Lute Olson still looking good after 31 years of coaching, 21 of those at Arizona. Hassan Adams with the acrobatic block on Greg Gunther. You need another look. We're going to get a view from above the rim of Adams' block. Sweet. Still in the second half, USC down 1. Eric Craven. Oh, you'll love this. The painful facial on Ivan Radenovich. Another look. Craven skying high for this one. USC takes back the lead. Later in the second half, Arizona down 3. The 6', 11-inch Channing Frye knocking down the 3, tying it up at 66. 2 minutes left. USC down 5. The freshman, Laderick. Stewart. Distance. Good. USC down 2. Still down 2. The freshman again. Big time. Ties it at 76. Still tied. 4.7 seconds left. Arizona ball. The freshman for the Wildcats, Mustafa Shakur. Dribbling at the length and then hits the 3 at the buzzer. It's good. They go crazy. You need another look. Shakur makes it happen. The freshman, just another day at the office for Lute Olson's Arizona Wildcats, who get Washington next. Oh, by the way, the Huskies swept Arizona during the regular season. What a finish for Arizona. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. Mike Scrocky making something happen right here. 18 points for him. Richmond up 6 at recess. Second half, Spiders up 8. Jermaine Buckner banks it in. He had 17. Richmond wins easily, and the Spiders will face Dayton in the semis on Friday.
His dream job, Texas A&M coach resigning, but still on hand for his team's game against Missouri. Second half, Kevin Turner, what a game. We are tied. Missouri a big favorite against A&M. Missouri answers. Jason Conley, the three-pointer, and Quinn Snyder's club is up 4. And then they pull away. Jimmy McKinney will drop the 3. Missouri wins 74-68, keeps hope alive from an NCAA field of 65 perspective. Coach Watkins is done.
Three-time defending Big 12 tourney champ Oklahoma looking to keep its slim NCAA tournament hopes alive with a win against Nebraska. Drew Lavender. You know, he was 7 of 10 from the field in the second half alone. Sooners down 9, then they were down 1. Lavender on defense strips it. 13 turnovers for the Huskers. Oklahoma up 1 later in the second half. Lavender 8 of 16 from the field in the game. Sooners up 4. And then it was a 9-point game. Sooners, Larry Turner, huge block. Here we go on the break. Lavender, a team-high 19 points, and Oklahoma goes on to the win. Sooners do keep hope alive. Keep it going.
Mountain West quarters. It's Colorado State and Air Force, and CSU trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Air Force, Dwight Boatner. You know, in his free time, he likes to go to the circus. He'd be fine, but Air Force would not be. Now, granted, it hasn't been around forever, but only once is the Mountain West regular season champion not been invited to the dance. Ronnie Clark for the jam there for Colorado State. And Air Force better hope that trend continues because their stay at the conference tournament ends against CSU. Western Athletic Conference quarters. UTEP, Louisiana Tech, and the Miners, one of the basketball's best success stories. The turnaround they've had. Turnaround right there. Omar Thomas, he had 20. UTEP by 12 at the half. Here comes La Tech. Paul Millsap doesn't know where he's throwing it, but likes where it went. He had 16, 6-point game, but Chris Craig and the Miners, too much. He hits the 3. He had 12, and UTEP 62-55 over Louisiana Tech. Unreal finish between Hawaii and Rice. These are must-win to get in teams. There's Riley Wallace. How's it, Riley? Hawaii down 3 with less than 4 seconds. So Logan Lee, he needs to make the first free throw and then miss the second one. He's going to do his job, but unfortunately for senior Phil Martin, who had a great career, he can't get it done right there, and Rice advances with the 70-68 win over Hawaii. Mexico were late second, final seconds, 25 and ticking, tie game, and Romel Beck, not just a running rebel, he's a jumping rebel. And UNLV is up 2, so New Mexico's got to go the length of the court, and, well, they're not going anywhere. UNLV wins 55-53, advances to play Colorado State.
ACC, Clemson and Virginia, second half. Clemson up 5, but Ola Babalola makes a mistake. That's right, he fouls Todd Billett. Billett will make both free throws, and Virginia's down 3. Now Clemson with the inbound after the free throws. Billett, who scored 20, tips it to J.R. Reynolds. He gets the basket. Tie game after the free throws. See, so they're back in it. Less than 10 seconds to go. Virginia a chance to win. Billett holds on to it forever, gives it up to Jason Clark. He can't get the shot off, so we go to overtime. Virginia had their chance, so we go to OT. Devin Smith nails it for the Cavaliers. Virginia wins its first ACC tournament game since '95, and Steve Wojciechowski and Chris Collins doing their homework, the Duke assistants. They're doing their homework. Why? Because guess who's playing each other? Duke and Virginia.